The beast has spoken. And when Brock Lesnar opens his mouth and promises blood, you better believe every single word is about to come true. What went down on WWE Raw wasn't just another segment. It wasn't just another promo. This was a declaration of war. This was Brock Lesnar standing in the center of that ring and telling Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, and CM Punk that War Games will be their graveyard. Bodies will break. Careers will end. And by the time you reach the end of this video, you're going to witness the most brutal collision course in WWE history unfold right before your eyes. This is Slam Zone, and what you're about to see will leave you speechless. Real quick before we dive into this carnage, if you love wrestling the way I do, if you feel every punch, every suplex, every moment of betrayal like it's happening to you, then you need to be part of this family. Hit that subscribe button right now because we're building something incredible here. Every week, we break down the chaos, the drama, the moments that make us remember why we fell in love with this business. Smash that like button, turn on notifications, and drop a comment telling me who's surviving War Games because your voice matters in this community. We're not just fans, we're a family. Now let's get into the destruction. The arena lights are blazing. The crowd is electric, thousands of voices blending into one deafening roar. You can feel the anticipation crackling through the air like lightning about to strike. Something massive is about to happen. The fans know it. The commentary team knows it. And everyone watching at home knows it. When Raw promises chaos, they deliver chaos. But tonight? Tonight is different. Tonight feels dangerous. And then it happens. The music hits. That bone-rattling, earth-shaking theme that makes your blood run cold. Brock Lesnar emerges from the back, and the entire building shifts. Some fans are on their feet cheering. Others are sitting in stunned silence. Because when the Beast Incarnate walks into an arena, you're not watching entertainment anymore, you're watching a predator hunt. Paul Heyman walks beside him, microphone already in hand, that calculating smile spreading across his face like a man who knows exactly what kind of hellfire he's about to unleash. Brock walks with purpose. Every step is deliberate. Every muscle in his body is coiled like a spring ready to explode. He climbs into the ring, bounces on his feet like a fighter warming up, and stares directly into the hard camera with those cold, emotionless eyes. Heyman raises the microphone, and the crowd quiets just enough to hear every venomous word. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I am the special counsel to the most destructive force in WWE history, Brock Lesnar. The crowd reacts. Half of them are booing. The other half are losing their minds with excitement. Heyman soaks it all in before continuing. At War Games, 3 men will enter that cage believing they have a chance. Roman Reigns, who hides behind his family and calls himself a chief. Cody Rhodes, who lives in a fantasy world where his little American dream actually matters. And CM Punk, the loudmouth who couldn't stay retired even if someone paid him to. The insults are cutting, personal, and Heyman delivers each one with surgical precision. The crowd is eating it up, chanting and screaming, but Heyman silences them with a raised hand. But let me make one thing perfectly clear. My client doesn't care about your titles. He doesn't care about your legacy. He doesn't care about your dreams or your comebacks or your bloodlines. At War Games, Brock Lesnar will do what he does best, he will destroy. He will F5 Roman Reigns so hard that the tribal chief will need a whole new tribe. He will German suplex Cody Rhodes until the nightmare wakes up in a hospital bed. And CM Punk? The so-called best in the world is about to be reminded that there's a beast in this world, and that beast eats punks for breakfast. Brock nods slowly, his jaw clenched, his hands flexing like he's already imagining wrapping them around someone's throat. And then he does something that sends a shiver down your spine. He grins. Not a friendly grin. Not even an arrogant grin. This is the grin of a man who enjoys the pain he's about to inflict. The crowd is buzzing. Social media is already exploding. But before anyone can catch their breath, the arena goes dark. A single spotlight hits the entrance ramp. And then the drums kick in. The Tribal Chief's theme blares through the speakers, and Roman Reigns walks out flanked by Solo Sikoa and the Bloodline. The crowd erupts into absolute pandemonium. Roman moves with the confidence of a man who has ruled WWE for over 1,000 days. His eyes are locked on Brock. These two have fought wars together. They've torn each other apart at WrestleMania, at SummerSlam, at Crown Jewel. The history between them is written in blood and sweat. Roman grabs a microphone as he steps into the ring, never breaking eye contact with Lesnar. Brock, you want to come out here and run your mouth through Heyman like you always do? That's cute. But let me remind you of something. Every time you've stepped in the ring with me, I've put you down. I've beaten you at the biggest stages in this business. You think War Games is going to be different? You think you're going to walk in there and take out the tribal chief? Brock, you're not the beast anymore. You're just a part-timer living off a reputation I destroyed years ago. The crowd is split down the middle. Roman sucks, chants battle against tribal chief, chants. Roman feeds off the chaos, his expression never changing. He's calm, calculated, deadly. Brock steps forward, nose to nose with Roman. No words, just pure intimidation. The tension is suffocating. Referees are already positioning themselves at ringside, knowing this could explode any second. But before anyone can throw a punch, another theme song rips through the arena. The American Nightmare. Cody Rhodes charges down the ramp, and the crowd absolutely loses it. Cody's been through hell with the Bloodline. He's been beaten, bloodied, betrayed, but he keeps coming back. Because that's what nightmares do, they never die. Cody slides into the ring with a microphone already in his hand, his voice raw with emotion. Roman, you want to talk about beating people? You've been hiding behind your family for 3 years. And Brock, you think showing up whenever you feel like it makes you dangerous? At War Games, I'm finishing what I started. I've bled for this. I've sacrificed for this. And I'm walking out of that cage as the last man standing. 3 men. 3 egos. 3 different paths to War Games. The crowd is on fire. Phones are out. Flashlights are waving. This is what wrestling is supposed to feel like: raw, unpredictable, and absolutely electric. But wait, there's still one more. The arena fills with static. The crowd knows what's coming. And when Cult of Personality hits, the roof nearly comes off the building. CM Punk walks out to a hero's welcome, soaking in every second of adoration. The man who left. The man who came back. The man who refuses to be forgotten. Punk has a microphone and that trademark smirk plastered across his face. Look at this. The Beast. The Chief. The Nightmare. And here I am, the best in the world. Brock, you want to talk about destruction? I've been destroying careers since before you knew how to throw a suplex. Roman, you think you're untouchable? I've beaten you before, and I'll do it again. Cody, I respect what you've done, but respect doesn't win matches. At War Games, I'm reminding all of you why I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. 4 men. 1 ring. The air is thick with hostility. You can feel it through the screen: the hatred, the ambition, the desperation. These aren't just wrestlers. These are warriors willing to destroy each other for glory. And then chaos erupts. Brock shoves Roman. Roman shoves back. Cody swings at Brock. Punk tackles Cody. The ring explodes into absolute mayhem. Fists are flying. Bodies are crashing. Referees flood the ring trying to separate them, but it's useless. Security rushes in and gets tossed aside like they're nothing. Brock lifts Roman F5. Roman's body crashes into the canvas, and the crowd gasps in shock. But Cody's right there: crossroads on Brock. The Beast goes down. Punk climbs the turnbuckle GTS to Cody. Rhodes crumples to the mat. Bodies are scattered everywhere. The commentary team is screaming. The crowd is losing their minds. Before we continue, I need you to do something for me. If you're loving this breakdown, if you're as hyped for War Games as I am, hit that subscribe button and join the Slamzone family. Smash that like button, share this video, and drop a comment telling me who you think wins this war. We're here every single week bringing you the best wrestling content on YouTube, and I don't want you to miss a single moment. Officials finally manage to pull them apart, but the damage is already done. Roman is clutching his ribs, his face twisted in pain. Cody has blood trickling from his lip. Punk is favoring his knee. And Brock Lesnar? He's standing in the center of the ring, chest heaving, eyes wild, looking like he's ready to go again. Paul Heyman grabs the microphone one final time, his voice echoing through the arena. Gentlemen, what you just witnessed was mercy. At War Games, there will be no mercy. There will be no escape. There will only be Brock Lesnar standing over your broken bodies, and the entire world will remember why he is the Beast incarnate. The camera zooms in on Brock's face. That cold, calculating expression. That terrifying smile. And the screen fades to black. This is what War Games is all about. 4 of the most dangerous men in WWE history locked inside a steel cage with nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. Roman Reigns wants to prove he's still the top guy. Cody Rhodes wants to finish his story. CM Punk wants to prove he never lost a step. And Brock Lesnar? He just wants to watch the world burn. So here's what I need from you, Slamzone family. Subscribe to this channel right now if you haven't already, because we're covering every twist, every turn, every brutal moment leading to War Games and beyond. Hit that like button, share this video with every wrestling fan you know, and let me know in the comments who you think survives. Is it Roman, Cody, Punk, or is Brock Lesnar about to remind everyone why he's the most dangerous human being in sports entertainment? This is Slamzone, where we live for moments like this. Where we break down the chaos, the emotion, and the storytelling that makes wrestling the greatest form of entertainment on earth. I'll catch you in the next breakdown. Stay brutal, stay passionate, and never stop believing in the chaos.